What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to OdinReactz. Good to have you here. Now, I've been doing my research and this artist is Hunter. Now, for all you Australian fans out there, hip-hop fans, rap fans, wow. It takes a lot for me to cry on a documentary or a film, but I watched this on Vimeo, and it was a subscriber that gave me their details, and I logged in and watched this documentary for an hour and 20 minutes, and it was the life story of an artist called Hunter, who basically changed the hip-hop scene in Australia. Wow. I thought Australian music that I've been covering is good now, and you know, I thought that I didn't know much about the story behind Australian hip-hop and rap. But honestly, if you've not watched it or you've not heard about Hunter, it's basically the person who changed hip hop in Australia. You know, like the next Tupac in USA or Run DMC. He's the version of that in Australia. And I was crying, man. I'll be honest, I was crying, tears streaming down my face. If you watch the documentary, you'll understand why, about his son, and he got cancer, and so many different things happened, and he started to change his music, and wow. But we're going to get straight into it anyway. This one's called Jam Roll, so I've been told that this one's a really popular song when it comes to Hunter, and one of the favourite songs he did. So I thought I'd pay tribute to Hunter because I've been covering so much Australian music at the moment, and I'd like to cover some more, and I'd like to do different artists as well. But yeah, this is the first song I've ever done of Hunter's. I haven't heard it. I've heard little clips, that's it. But we're going to listen to the bars. We're going to get into it. Let me know what you think. If you want to hear some more Hunter, let me know. If you've got any more information on Hunter outside of the research that I've done on the documentary, please drop it in the comments and let me know. Artists that he worked with. I don't know which artist he worked with. So yeah, drop them in the comments. And rest in peace, Hunter. Let's go.
Stand in line once a week, and a man gets the dole. Thanks for nothing.
And before we get into this, by the way, I hope you do like the new visuals. We've got the OdinReactz there, and stay until the end of the video. You'll see the end screen, and we've updated all the YouTube channel because I mean the love and support's been great. So I don't mind spending hours and hours working on the edits and stuff with my friends, so big up Ben. Yeah, let's get straight into it.
Can't afford much 'cause I'm on the top.
In the middle morning, just past time. There's something wrong here that could be on tonight. In the middle morning, just past time. There's something wrong here that could be on tonight.
If you don't know, he's been around since the 90s. I just thought I'd drop that in there.
On a Perth-bound train with no valid ticket, I'm broke as a joke with no smoke, so I can't kick it. It's my habit, I gotta have it, nicotine addiction. Every day's a packet, I'm a rabbit on a mission to get my fortnightly form in. Me and all the rest of the dog blood just...
I've got to say this, I mean, it's a really hip-hoppy beat, and I'm enjoying it so far, so good. But I just thought I'd drop it in there. The guy had cancer, and he continued after his treatment with chemo. He lost weight, the bone structure on his face, everything. He was desecrating as a human being. But he got on stage and he continued to rap, and he continued. Oh man, it's just, I was crying. It was just absolute amazing, and people in the crowd were crying, and the respect he had was unbelievable. He had a chair. He had a settee on stage. So basically, when it got too much for him, you know, because he was having the treatment, he was tired. He needed breaks, so he sat, and he let the rest of the band play. And oh man, yeah, it's just incredible.
Swarming on Centrelink.
Did you apply for any jobs?
Nah mate, I stayed home and played with my knob. But that's not what I really said, of course I lied and rattled off a list.
Did you you apply for any jobs? No, I sat at home and played with my
Did you apply for any jobs?
Nah, mate, I stayed home and played with my knob. But that's not what I really said, of course I lied. And rattled off a list of places that I never applied. Coles, fuck no, I ain't pushing a trolley. I handed my resume, that's what I told the Wally. I rung up this place and they said they would call back. I didn't even pick up the phone, cunts, I'm too slack. Got out of bed about 2 o'clock and sat on my couch and watched the idiot box. My brain's rotten from so much pot.
It's got that Cypress Hill type of vibe to it. Oh man, it's brilliant. So unique as well. Like, you know, it reminds me of Cypress Hill. It's not like Cypress, it just reminds me of Cypress Hill. It's got that vibe. So unique, I love it.
I'm pissed, but thank you, Mr. Taxpayer, for financing this.
Thanks.
Natural resources. We have. Oh, shut up, Jan, please. I am. Yes, look, didn't your mother ever tell you never talk with your mouth full? Okay?
Stan, he's our man. I stay home and watch Beauty and the Beast because I can. The Bold and the Beautiful comes on and I'm disgusted. But I sit through it because the remote control is busted. I lusted after Sophie.
One of the things that I learned whilst in the documentary is that when he made his music, he spoke freely, and that is the pure art for me of hip hop. Talk about what you want. That's what the platform's there for. You get the beat on, and you start singing, you start rapping, you know, and you rap about what's on your mind. And what I like about him is his music his mind is so free in the music. That it's funny because we can relate to it, you know. And he said in the documentary that he wanted people of similar background to him to relate to his music, you know, working class people who struggle in life, you know. And honestly, you must go and watch it. It's I think I can't remember the name of the documentary, but if you just type in Hunter documentary, I'm sure something will come up of the same kind.
Man, why isn't she on TV anymore? I knock at the door and it's a couple of my mates. We all pitch in for the juice off fermented grapes. It's great. All I do is hand in a form and sit on my couch and watch the internet porn. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get a job one day with the minimum hours and the maximum pay.
That's the dream though, isn't it? You know, you go work. You know, you don't slave for like £8 an hour or whatever. It's you go to work for 5 hours and get paid 500-600 quid a week. That's what he's saying basically in the tune.
Skills, you've got poet. How many interviews have you had?
No.
But you put in application.
Yep.
But you didn't get any interviews?
No.
All right.
I can go?
Yeah.
Every second Thursday they pay the dole into my bank account. So I go down the teller machine and hope I can remember my PIN number.
Is that it? Poems are about flowers and sunsets and shit like that. You can't have a poem about being on a dole.
Right.
I lie to the government every 2 weeks and hand in my form and beat a hasty retreat because the lowest of the low hang out at the door.
Oh god, this guy's so funny. Oh man, but so many people can relate, you know.
The rough cunts out the front, they're always trying to roll me.
Oh mate, you got some coin for the train?
Bullshit mate, you want something for your vein. I strain my eyes reading the yellow pages to fill out my job diary. It took me
Do you know what? That's the same in the UK as well, and I'm assuming
fucking ages. The stage.
It's the same in every other country as well. You know, there's a place called Hanley where we live, and yeah, you walk around, people ask for change, and you kind of get used to the ones that, you know, they're going to use it for bad or good. And me personally, if I have to, I will give money, but I try and give them food and drinks and stuff like that, you know, because I know that then they can't, you know, they can't get drugs or, you know, and I wouldn't feel guilty. But yeah, it's the same in English culture as well. You know, it's the same there. You know, they're asking for money for the train or the bus. It'd be the bus here, but really trying to score, unfortunately.
That I go through are endless, I spend less. So let's not pretend this is fun, even though that it is. Especially when my mates come around and get pissed. This is the life that I choose to lead. A job I don't need, I'd rather smoke weed. And once a fortnight have a real good...
You can't lie, it's got that Cypress Hill type of vibe, you know. He's talking about weed, he's talking about chilling and don't want to go to work. It's got that vibe to it, you know, and a lot of people can relate to it.
Good feed, am I a dog bludger? Yes indeed.
Yeah, this is Hunter's phone. Leave a message. Yeah, Hunter, it's Opt. Look, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. This is the third message I left. Just wake the fuck up.
The end of the song. Yeah, it's very, very old school hip hop, and I love old school hip hop. I loved Run DMC, I loved Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. They're kind of like old school to me, you know. Obviously there's the 80s hip hop and early 90s, and Hunter, as I believe, started in the 90s. Could have been earlier, but I think he's 92, 94. He started making music, and I love this type of vibe. You know, it doesn't always have to be cold, hard and aggressive, and I love cold, hard and aggressive rap, you know, and hip hop. And you know, what I like about hip hop is there's different vibes to it. You know, when you've got a dance song, you've got a dance song. You know, it's for one thing and one thing only. But with hip hop, it can be made in different ways. You know, it doesn't have to be one way, and it doesn't have to be one message. There's so many different messages, and what I like about this is he just played around with it, you know, and just said what was on his mind. And I think, you know, that takes confidence, it takes guts, and I can see why so many artists respected him, because he didn't just change the hip-hop scene, but inspired a lot of people. I saw on a documentary, and I keep coming back to it, but I saw in a documentary where because he had cancer, and he carried on, and this person was being interviewed, and he said, I've got cancer, I've something about a tumour in his brain, and he's sad about it, but he keeps going because Hunter keeps going. It's just on. Go and watch it. If you want to see some more Hunter, please drop it in the comments. We're going to cut it straight there. Thank you, everyone. Please keep coming back. The community is absolutely insane at the moment. You all are so supportive, and we're so close to 100 subscribers. I reckon by 10 PM tonight, it's 8 PM now, I reckon give it another 2 hours, we're going to hit 100 subscribers, because I think we're on 96, 97 now. Thank you so much for being here. Take it easy, guys, stay safe, and I'm going to be uploading daily, so just keep coming back. Thank you very much for your support.